What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to the MC show. It is your boy, MC, of course. Please, 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 before we get started, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Any and all hope would be greatly, greatly appreciated. Let's keep growing this show, this community together. Anybody who watches basketball, likes to listen, talk about basketball, share this video with them. I am what people might call a basketball sicko. I follow the NBA every single day. Okay? So, any of you guys are basketball sickos like me, feel free to follow, share, show your support, show your love. If you're a podcast listener, please leave a rating and write a review. Any and all hope be greatly, greatly appreciated. Before we get started, if y'all listening to this and you hear my voice is a little weird, I am under the weather. A little bit. I caught a really bad cold. Obviously, when I mean all of North America, or at least all of the United States. Big, massive snowstorm all over the country, and your boy got sick. The cold got to him. Sneezing, stuffy nose, runny nose, all of it. I'm better now, though. Thank you for asking. I am 100% better now. Still a little stuffy nose. So if you hear that, forgive me. And like, when is this cold gonna go away? And I mean the cold outside. Like it's getting real dangerous out here. I'm talking about like 15 degrees. Like I haven't seen a 40-degree day in years. And while we're on that topic, before we get started on this basketball stuff, why every time I look on like the weather app or something, it'll say 15 degrees, but the real feel is 8 degrees. Then it's 8 degrees. What you mean? That don't make no sense to me. If it feels like 8 degrees, then it's 8 degrees. How you telling me it's 15 degrees and then tell me it's 8 degrees at the same time? It can't be 2 degrees. It's gotta be one. If it's 15 and it feels like 8, then it's just 8 degrees. Y'all out here lying to me and stuff. Like that don't make no sense. Y'all trying to confuse a boy. Why y'all trying to do that? I'm not a weatherologist, but to me, if it says it feels like 8 degrees, then goddamn it is 8 degrees. Sorry, I had to get that out the way because I hate when the weather app says that. Anyways, we are here to talk about basketball, of course. I wanted to talk about rookies because I remember a video a while ago. I talked about how I wanted to talk about the rookies from the 2025 draft class. I've thoroughly enjoyed watching this draft class. This draft class has been phenomenal to watch. So we're going to talk about that. But there's like some new stuff that we should go over. There were a couple trades. There was literally a trade like an hour or two before I started hitting this record button. None of these trades aren't big, so we're just going to go through them really quickly before we get to some of the other news and into the rookies. We got the one that just happened. You got the Atlanta Hawks setting Vit Krejci to Portland for Dwight Reith in 2 seconds. Very, very small, minuscule trade. Vit Krejci, if you watch any Atlanta games, is a pretty good shooter off the bench for them. He's been hitting it at 42% from 3 this year. Portland is the worst 3-point shooting team in the entire league. So if you send Dwight Reith, who isn't in the rotation, and you get a guy who can give you 15 minutes, 4 or 7 from 3. There was a stretch like a month ago where Vit Krejci was like putting up crazy numbers off the bench. So if you get a buy low move to get a good shooter into the building for Portland, you know, I think that's fine. And you send a couple seconds, you send a guy who isn't in your rotation. I think that's a fine trade for Atlanta. I think it's a fine trade for Portland. The bigger trade was a 3-team trade between Sacramento, Chicago, and Cleveland. DeAndre Hunter is going from Cleveland to Sacramento. You got Chicago picking up Dario Saric, 2 seconds. And then the Cleveland's getting Dennis Schroeder, Keon Ellis. From Cleveland's standpoint, DeAndre Hunter just not good this year. Um, just shooting it really, really poorly this entire season. And so he's out of there. They saved some cap space as well. They're getting Dennis Schroeder, Keon Ellis. Schroeder, obviously, we all know how like decent of a point guard he is and has been. Keon Ellis, who I have no idea why the Sacramento Kings don't play Keon Ellis more. He's good. He's a good enough shooter, and he defends. I just have no idea why they don't play him. But I have no idea why Sacramento Kings do most of the things they do. I don't think anybody does. But Schroeder and Ellis can help their backcourt depth. If you have watched Cleveland, Lonzo Ball experiment has not gone well this season. I imagine them shoring up this depth is a clear indicator that Lonzo Ball is up for trade. I don't know who's going to trade for him. I saw somebody say maybe like Washington. I actually think that'd be pretty cool if he like just went to Washington, a young team where he could probably get some playing time and like help them a little bit with their offensive courts, offensive sets, help them push the pace. He's like an enhancer. Like he's gonna get you the ball. He's gonna pass you the ball. He's solely on the court to help your offense, help with the passing and all those things. So good. I think it's it's Chicago who got into the trade just to get a Dario Saric, who obviously isn't in the rotation, get a couple seconds. They have to waive Javon Carter in order to fit Dario Saric's salary into their cap sheet. I think that's a really good trade for Chicago, just getting in, get a couple extra seconds, and get Dario Saric, who I'm pretty sure he's on an expiring. Just come in, get a couple assets, help finalize the trade. Good for Chicago. Cleveland, we'll see. I like Ellis. Shooter obviously has been decent for most of his career. We'll see how much he's gonna help. He's a guard who needs the ball in his hands a lot. So how he's gonna run the second unit is gonna be interesting. In Sacramento, you get a wing player who is a two-way player. I don't think his defense is like otherworldly. Like I don't think he's like an elite wing defender. Like who's an elite like wing defender in the NBA? Amen Thompson. Like he's definitely nowhere near Amen Thompson's level in terms of defense, but I still think he's good on that end. Obviously he's streaky shooter at this point, but you got a young guy, he's like what 27, 28 into your building. I think it's a fine trade, not Cleveland. Schroeder, Ellis obviously wasn't part of your plans long term, especially Schroeder. You get Hunter, who's on contract for the next couple seasons, and he'll help for a team that's actually, I'm pretty sure they have the worst record in the Western Conference right now. If you're a Sacramento Kings fan, I just want to say I'm sorry, cause wow. Quickly, you got Aaron Gordon injured again. These calf injuries, these hamstring strains, man, these like soft tissue injuries are killing people. Aaron Gordon, especially Aaron Gordon. I mean, Aaron Gordon has had a bunch of these within the past year. He played through a calf strain in the playoffs last year. Give him credit for trying to fight through it, but he played through one last year in the playoffs against OKC. This is like his second or third one. It's very important. Like when Aaron Gordon is playing, like he's been so good for them the minute he stepped in Denver. Just the athleticism, the defense. He is now like a damn good shooter. Like you can't leave him open anymore. A few years ago, you could leave him open all you want to, but he's improved so much his shooting that you can't do that anymore. He's just been such a rock solid piece next to Jokic, who just came back, by the way. Looked pretty good. But he's injured again. He has to find a way to stay healthy because OKC looks human this season. They've been losing a bunch more. Obviously, OKC is also injured. J-Dub has a hamstring strain, and Alex Caruso and Hartenstein and Lou Dort, they've all missed time, but they look human. It looks like they can be beat, like last year where it looked like nobody could beat them except this Denver team that took them to 7. So this is it's a problem. They've been able to stay afloat without. They were able to stay afloat without Jokic because Peyton Watson took a leap, and Jamal Murray has just been phenomenal. He's been at an All NBA level this entire season. So they'll still be able to have to keep stay afloat in the Western Conference as they've done, especially with Jokic back. But for the playoffs, they're gonna need Aaron Gordon. They're gonna need Aaron Gordon. So hopefully he comes back as soon as possible and stays healthy. Steven Adams for the Houston Rockets out for the season, had a grade 3 ankle sprain and is now out for the season after having surgery on it. Very big deal for the Houston Rockets. They did win their last game. They played, who did they play? They played Cooper Flag, who we'll talk about, and the Dallas Mavericks. Won by 4. Houston's offense is predicated on getting offensive rebounds, getting second chance, third chance opportunities. Steven Adams is one of, if not the best offensive rebounder in the league. It's either him or Mitchell Robinson, and this is a big blow. Like, now they do have Capella. Capella has also been a pretty damn good rebounder his whole career, but he's not on a level of Steven Adams. Like, Steven Adams has that elite skill of getting offensive rebounds, and the Rockets benefit so much offensively when he does that. So if he's not there to do that at the same rate, if Clint Capella can't do that at the same rate as Steven Adams, I think the offense will take a hit. Still think they can make the playoffs. I'm not out on them saying that, oh, they're gonna fall into the play-in tournament. I mean, they could because the West is tough, but I'm not saying that they can't like win a playoff series or two. But it is a big deal based on how they play and the kind of identity that they've established. Oh, okay. Lastly, before we get to the rookies, obviously there's been a bunch of Giannis rumors due to the fact that he has asked for a trade without asking for a trade. Like, bruh, you want to go, just go. I think everybody understands just how much Giannis means to Milwaukee and how much he loves it there. But, bruh, we know you want to leave. We know you want to leave because you want to win. You want another opportunity to get as many championships as you want to. Obviously, it's not going to be with the Milwaukee Bucks because of how the team has been structured this year. I mean, when Giannis is on the court, they're good. When Giannis is off the court, they're horrific. As point blank period, it's not rocket science. I knew this was gonna happen. Some people had them as like 6 in the Eastern Conference before the season started. I thought those guys were crazy. What are you doing? When Giannis was on the court, well, off the court, what are they gonna do? They can't do anything, and all of that came true. Warriors, Hawks, Heat are teams that's gonna be in the mix. Actually, I don't know if Atlanta Hawks will be in there anymore. I feel like if they didn't trade Trae Young, I feel like Atlanta would be a team in order to get Giannis. I'm not sure they're in the Giannis business at this point. The trade deadline is coming up. I don't think he'll be traded by the trade deadline. I know like the Warriors have like 4 first-round picks. Obviously the Jimmy contract. I don't know if they want to trade Jimmy. I think they might do it if they absolutely have to. Obviously they also would have to trade Draymond. I don't expect them to break up Draymond or Steph. And I do think they want to keep Jimmy. But I do think that if they can get Giannis for Jimmy, who just tore his ACL, I think they'd probably do it. The Heat, obviously Ware, Larson, Jaime, bunch of salaries like Hero, Rozier, are going to be in the deal. Again, I don't think he'll get traded by February 5th, which is, I believe, the trade deadline day specifically. I don't think so. I think a lot of teams are going to try to trade for him. The Knicks are going to be in there. Any playoff team that feels like we need a really, really big shakeup Like we won't know until after the playoffs. So there could be like 10 teams that want him right now, but then after the playoffs, after the season is over, it could be like 14 teams. You just don't know until after the playoffs. This, like, he has a lot of money on his books, plus the fact that he has an extension that's coming up. It's a lot of moving parts. This isn't, I don't think that Giannis getting traded is gonna be like a straight up 1-for-1 trade. I do think it's probably gonna be a multi-team trade, so it's gonna be complicated, it's gonna be complex. All those things point to it probably being in the end of the season, after the season is over, not like in a few days. So that's the Giannis news. Again, don't expect him to be moved, but I could be surprised. You never know. The NBA is crazy. Okay, let's talk about the rookie class. I like this rookie class, yo. I liked it. I like him way more than I thought on draft night. Like, Cooper Flag, knew he was gonna be good. Who's surprised? Not me. We're not gonna start off with him. We're gonna start off with Con Knipple. Is he my favorite rookie that I've watched this year? Maybe. Con Knipple is phenomenal. Can I ask you guys a question? Is Con Knipple having like the best shooting season I've ever seen from a rookie? I saw Sam Vecini when he was on the Saturday Slam Jam podcast. He said Mitch Richmond. Was I alive for that? No, because I was born in 1999. But in my lifetime, I'm not sure I've seen a rookie shoot this well this early on. He's averaging 19 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, shooting 48, 42, 90 from the line. Like, what kind of shooting splits are these, bro? 19 points on 48, 42, 90 shooting. I've never seen a rookie come to the league and have a almost 50, 40, 90 season. This is elite level shot making that Con Knipple is having. This is elite. Like, the catch and shoot ability is off the charts. Pull-ups as well. Like, he can hit contested threes off of pull-ups. The catch and shoot ability, like, people talking about him as the next Klay Thompson. I see it. Klay Thompson is the best like catch and shoot player I think I've ever seen in my entire life. Con Knipple is on that trajectory just in terms of how they play. Like, the guy, when he doesn't have the ball in his hands, is dangerous. But also, even with the ball in his hands, he's dangerous. Like, the guy is a good passer. He's averaging 4 assists. Skip passes, you've seen that. Very good at that. Finding cutters at the top of the key, anywhere else on the 3-point line. Like, he has the ball, he's finding cutters. He gets the basket as well. Like, he's not just a shooter. Like, he was always way more than a shooter. If you watched him at obviously he wasn't the best player. Cooper Flag was on Duke last year. He wasn't just a shooter. Like, the guy can get to the basket. He can finish on the left side, can finish on the right side. He has good touch around the basket. He makes winning plays. Like, he defends too. Maybe that doesn't get talked about enough. It's really hard to find things about Con Knipple that you don't like. The guy does everything on both sides of the floor. The scoring is at a premium for a rookie. Imagine what he's gonna be like in his 4th year, 5th year, 6th year. Already averaging this many points. I would say LaMelo Ball is probably their best player. I don't want to disrespect him like that, but like, I wouldn't be surprised in a couple years if Con Knipple was their best player. He's definitely been their most consistent player. Like, he's getting you 15 to 20 every game. He's hitting multiple threes. He's getting assists. He's tipping passes. He's deflecting. He's guarding a ball handler as well. Like, the guy's been an absolute star, been an absolute stud. when he plays really well with LaMelo Ball and Brandon Miller. When all three of those guys are on the court, they have a positive net rating. I love the way he just meshes so well with LaMelo Ball and Brandon Miller. Brandon Miller is like the wing Swiss Army knife. He can punish mismatches. He can shoot. He can get to the basket. He's stupidly athletic. You got LaMelo Ball, who obviously can shoot the ball and is a fantastic passer. And then you have Concanipo, who does everything that we've talked about. The shooting without movement, without the basketball. Touch passes too. If he gets, I don't know, like Brandon Miller on a lob, back door, or he's coming off like a screen. You see, if you watch Hornets games, you see they screen for him constantly. You can never relax against Concanipo. You can never relax. What a player. Let's talk about his Duke teammate now, Cooper Flagg. Cooper Flagg is averaging 19.6 rebounds, 4 assists. I did this a couple days ago. Obviously, he had that he had the couple games against Houston and the 49-point game against his teammate Concanipo against the Hornets. But 19 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 47, 28 from 3, so not good. About 80 from the line. I'll be honest, the 3-point shot is not good. I don't really care. I'll just be honest. I don't. This guy is incredible. This guy is absolutely incredible. As the season has gone on, he has just gotten better and better and better. He was not shooting 47% from the field, the first month into the season. He was struggling, and he's a rookie. Like, you expect rookies to struggle with those things, with consistently having efficient games. But now he's up to 47% shooting because he looks like he looks comfortable. He looks confident. He looks like he's getting the NBA game. The athleticism is just otherworldly. He can get to the rim on anybody already. He is stepping into the court at 19 years old, and he is consistently, whether he's one-on-one, especially if on pick and roll, if he's the ball handler. If he's the ball handler and you get a really good screen from like PJ Washington or something, he's getting downhill because he is stupidly athletic. The burst, the explosiveness, he will dunk on you. He will absolutely dunk on you. He's good in the open floor. Again, with those same qualities, with the ability to get downhill and the athleticism, the explosiveness. So in transition, he's going to be a transition monster in the league. Like, if Dallas is a team that plays with like a top 10 pace in the league at any point in his career, he's going to be a really big beneficiary of that because he's just so good in the transition game. He plays both sides of the floor. The defense, he's going to be I don't know if he's going to make all defense, but he's going to be a damn good, like, wing defender on guys like Jimmy, Durant, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. Like, he's going to be able to guard those guys pretty well in his career. I really love his weak side defense. He's really good timing on blocking shots on the weak side. He reminds me of, like, if you watch some of his weak side defensive blocks, he reminds me of Peyton Watson. Like, if you ever watch Denver and you watch Peyton Watson, just, like, somebody will be going at, like, Jokic or something, and then you think you got to step on him, but then boom, 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 here comes this 6'8", 6'9", athletic freaking monster just swatting the shot away. Like, that's what I see from Cooper Flagg sometimes. He plays both sides of the ball. I really, really like that. The 3-point shot, it isn't great. From 16 to 3-point range, so it's like long mid-range. So mid-range to like 3-point line, he's only shooting 31.5%. I'm getting these stats from basketballreference.com, by the way. So he's not great in the mid-range. He's not great in the long mid-range. He's not great at 3. But again, I don't care. Those are things that I know will improve. He's shooting 75% at the rim. So again, great finisher because most of them are dunks. But even like if you watch like the Rockets game, like I just finished watching his highlights from the Houston Rockets game. He's finishing on his left with his left hand consistently. He goes left a lot. He can go right. Even if he's not dunking, he's like just flipping the ball up in the air, the and ones, all of that. Like he is as advertised of a rookie as we've ever seen, man. Shout out to Cooper Flag. He's been phenomenal. VJ Edgecombe, 15 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 43, 37, 77 from the free throw line. Those are his shooting splits. Just man, we have a really good rookie class with athleticism, huh? Crazy. His athleticism is yeah, just as advertised. He gets downhill so fast. Like, let me see. Is this the fastest backcourt I think I've ever seen in my entire life? Possibly. VJ Edgecombe and Tyrese Maxey. Like, those guys get downhill. The speed, athleticism is crazy. He defends very, very well. He is not Derek White level shot blocker or Dwayne Wade level shot blocker. But I think he's already one of the best shot blocking guards in the league. As a rookie. Watch his games. Watch him get blocks. Watch him break up lobs. Whether you're going down here for a dunk. Whether he's weak side and somehow just comes out of nowhere and blocks a shot. Like, he is getting up there and he is defending. He plays extremely well with Maxey. This is the backcourt of the future. Just in case, like, I'm not surprised that it is, because watching him through the draft process, I'm like, okay, no, this guy looks like he can fit well with Maxey, but it's even better than I thought. Hit the 3 ball, which is like a kind of a big question mark with me in terms of, can he consistently hit the 3? He hits catch and shoot threes pretty well. I'm not really worried about that. The pull-up threes, though, he's shooting pull-up threes way better than I thought. Way better than I thought. They're even in the clutch, too. Like, there's been a couple games where he's just pulling up. There was a game against Toronto. They're down by 3. He has the ball. He's isoing. He just, like, does this pull-up, the sidestep pull-up 3 on, like, Brandon Ingram or something. I'm just like, wow. Multiple games like that where he's just the pull-up threes is just, whew, they look good. They look phenomenal. Good at creating off the dribble. Like, he's been phenomenal, man. He's been absolutely phenomenal. I've loved the way he competes. Like, I think he can be an all-defense level guy. I genuinely think so. I think he can be a guy who can make the all-defensive team based off the shot blocking, the activity, just the plays, the flashiness too. Like, I feel like sometimes when you're a player, sometimes you gotta have the sauce, you know, when you're playing in the game, so then teams really look at you and understand, like, oh wow, no, this guy really defends. Oh, this guy really is a great shot blocker. Like, that's like Wemby. You watch Wemby and it's like, yeah, Wemby's a good defender, but Wemby has these crazy blocks that everybody gravitates towards too. So it's so easy for, like, people to see how good he is because he does crazy stuff. Like, VJ Edgecombe has sort of that. Nobody has that on the same level as Wemby. I'm not saying that. The Philadelphia 76ers have done a fantastic job at just finding good talent at that guard spot. Jared McCain, you watch him, he's started off the season very slowly, but has picked it up lately. Quentin Grimes, they didn't find him, so, and he hasn't really been great lately, but, you know, obviously Maxey and whatnot, so they've done a good job. VJ Edgecombe is having a phenomenal year. In terms of Rookie of the Year race, I would say he's definitely third behind Cooper Flag and Con Knipple, but he's played his way into third, I think, comfortably. So those 3 were the 3 main rookies I want to get into, but we gotta touch up on some other rookies. There are a lot of good rookies in this class. Will Richard for the Golden State Warriors. I like him. he does just like a little bit of everything. You know, he cuts to the basket very well. He'll come in for offensive rebound, tap it back out for to get a second possession. He's shooting 35% on three. That's decent. He's shooting 66% from two. Again, he cuts very well, so a lot of his baskets are in the paint. Like, he's not doing too much. He's not holding the ball. He's swinging it. I just like everything he does. He's a winning player. Like, he was on the national championship team that won in Florida last season. He had I think when I want to say 13 points per game, but again, he was just doing all the little things. So he's come into the Warriors rotation and just done just that, like setting screens, cutting very well. Sometimes he'll remix a play and like he'll supposed to be coming off a screen on 3-point line, but then he'll like pivot, do a little spin move. Like I remember against Indiana, they were playing Indiana and he like spun off a screen and it cut to the basket, got a wide open layup like that. I just love the way he plays. Trey Johnson shooting 40% from three, 13 points, 5 rebounds. The 3-point shot is 40% from three as a rookie is crazy. Like we just talked about Con Knipple shooting 48, 42, and 90 from the field. 90 shooting splits. Trey Johnson is shooting 40% from three as a rookie. That's the number one thing he was going to come to the league with. That's translated phenomenally. He's even like doing a little bit more like catch. He gets run off the 3-point line and like in flow. He has a pretty good like floater package kind of in that area, in that space. I love the way he's played. He's like someone who's gotten better as the season has gone on. So I like a lot of that, like adding stuff to his game in terms of like the dribbling when he's getting off, pushed off the 3-point line. Those things have been coming along as the season has gone on. So shout out to him. We got like Derek Queen in New Orleans. New Orleans have 2 rookies, but Derek Queen 12, 7, and 4. Derek Queen is just. You ever heard someone say this guy is just a basketball player? That's who Derek Queen is. Derek Queen is just a basketball player. He's not like super DeAndre Jordan level athleticism, Dwight Howard level athleticism, but gets to the basket. His passing is probably my favorite thing that he does extremely well. Him and Trey Murphy have such good chemistry. You watch Trey Murphy's averaging the most points per possession in terms of cuts in a game. How many times have you watched him receive a pass while he's cutting from Derek Queen? Lobs, all those things. Like, he is a phenomenal passer. He's just good positionally. He knows how to. He's had a 30-point triple-double. I think he's had 2 triple-doubles this year. One of them was a 30-point triple-double. Like, he's been absolutely phenomenal this year. He's just an extremely skilled and well-polished big man. For only spending 1 year in, what was it, Maryland? Like, for him to come in this year and just look like ready, confident, is phenomenal. Obviously, talking about Jeremiah Fears, I like Jeremiah Fears. 0 Fears, best number jersey combo, name jersey combo in the league by far. But he generally has 0 fears. Get like the basket, gets shooting. Like, he's better. He's someone who's better than I thought. I know he was good, but watching him, like, the shooting has been a little bit better than I thought. The confidence has been better than I thought. And he's a small guard too. Like, he's not 6'3", 6'4". Like, he's a smaller point guard, and smaller point guards, again, like, they don't tend to be super efficient, and he's a rookie, so I don't expect him to be efficient. I actually don't even have his. Let me pull up his averages, 'cause I actually didn't write them down here. But Jeremiah Fears, yeah, he's averaging 13 points. Yeah, 43% from the field, 31% from 3. He's shooting 47% from 2. Averaging about 4 rebounds, 3 assists, like 81% from the line. Like, for the New Orleans Pelicans to draft 2 rookies in a lottery and then be this productive. Like, I know they'll always get clowned for the trade, as they should, because that draft day trade was dumb as hell. But they've scouted 2 really good rookies that they can build around for the future. You know, I don't really watch the Brooklyn Nets as we close out this video. I don't watch the Brooklyn Nets play that much unless it's Michael Porter Jr. just shooting 11 for 19 and having like 37 points or something, which he just had against his former team. So I don't watch them much. But Igor Yeoman, I think I said that correctly because there's been like 5 different pronunciations. Igor Yeoman, the Igor part I got. That's easy. It looks like Demon, but then it got like 2 dots on his head. I don't know what that means. Someone explain that to me, but I think it's pronounced Igor Yeoman. But he's averaging just under 11 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Now, this is kind of a good thing and kind of a bad thing. But if you watch Igor Yeoman play, he is deathly allergic to shooting 2-pointers. Yes, I said it. He is allergic to shooting 2-pointers. He come into the league, I think people were questioning his shooting from the perimeter. He is shooting very well from the perimeter. So well that he's like, hey, I've developed an allergy to shooting 2-pointers. Like, he does not shoot 2-pointers. When he gets inside the 3-point arc, as a defender, you are not worried about him shooting a shot. And he's not like athletic enough. He's not quick enough. Like, he's not one of those kinds of guards to get to the basket consistently, but he just has trouble shooting 2-pointers in general. That he just shoots a bunch of threes. And hey, as a rookie and as a guy coming into the league who had shooting questions, for him to shoot this well, this confidently from 3 is a good sign. But you struggle, especially when you're a guard, if you cannot get to the basket consistently. And it's not even just get to the basket. Like, it's not like he's shooting, 14-foot mid-range shots. Like, he's just not shooting any shots at all. So, I've kind of enjoyed the Igor Yeoman experience. My God, does he need to shoot some? Does he need to get over that allergy? There needs to be a cure somehow. He is a rookie, so it's not like I'm going to hold it against him for the rest of his life or anything. But at the very least, for a team that, like, the Brooklyn Nets drafted all 5 of their first-round picks, and, I mean, Danny Wolf has looked good, but he was a second-round pick, right? Danny Wolf was a second-round pick? I think Danny Wolf was a second-round pick. But, like, you don't really hear about most of their other rookies, but Igor Yeoman, you tune into a Brooklyn Nets game, and he'll show you a little bit of stuff, and I think that that's one thing that the Nets front office can be eager to see his development in the future. Let's see. Sorry if I didn't get to any rookies that you wanted to name, like Carter Bryant. Carter Bryant isn't even really in the rotation. Dylan Harper is good. Dylan Harper is good. I feel like he hasn't been that great lately. He did have they lost to Charlotte the other day. He did have 20 points off the bench. He's only averaging, I don't know, he's averaging less than 10 points so far in the month of January. Well, actually, January is over because it's February 1st. Happy Black History Month, ladies and gentlemen. But Dylan Harper so far has been good. Like, you watched his games against Oklahoma City Thunder. The guards gave him problem. He's one of those guards. Like, their ability to get to the basket, their athleticism, their speed, all of that gave Oklahoma City their troubles when those guys play each other like 3 times in like 2 weeks. And so I like the flashes that he's shown so far. But yeah, Carter Bryant barely has played. Colin Murray, Boyles, sorry. He looked okay. Can't say I've watched him enough though. Won't lie to you guys. It was like Noah Essengay. Who's Nick Clifford? Like Cedric Coward's good. Yeah, I like Cedric Coward. He's good. Oh, what's their names? The Memphis Grizzlies do a good job at scouting for talent. I like Cedric Coward though. But yeah, this rookie class just overall just had to give them my thoughts, give them my praise because they've just been unbelievable. Like every night you can watch somebody not who's not a superstar. You can watch someone on this rookie class playing well, and they'll show you something. Knipple, Flag, Edgecombe, Richard Johnson, like all these rookies, you tune into them and they're all gonna show you something. They're all gonna show you flashes each and every night, which is it's always good to see new young talent come in and have an immediate impact on the league. That's all you guys got from me today. Talked about some news, talked about some of the rookies. Next time we'll be back. I don't know what we'll talk about. I'll probably talk about a few teams that I haven't really gone over in a minute. What was the last new talked about? Oh, Sacramento, Toronto, Atlanta, maybe. You know, the trade deadline's coming up. Maybe that's the next time we'll see each other. Will Giannis get traded? Who knows? But any other teams that are gonna be looking to trade stuff, I'm gonna have that for you guys. Thank you guys for listening, and thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And in all, hope we greatly appreciate it. If you are a podcast listener, please leave a review and leave a 5-star rating. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.